faalifu lover guys, welcome back to another episode here on our channel. Just arrived at the cattle farm to pour some water for the cows. Hope everyone is doing well. Special faalifu to our Inga members. Yeah, just a bit of update on our usual Saturday episode. Hope you guys enjoyed today's content. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share our channel, guys. See you guys soon. All right. Sorry, guys. Actually thought I had no water here, but there was about 3-4 water containers, so that was good. Yeah, cows are looking good. Just gonna do a quick count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14. Yep, they're all here. All right, so that's a good sign. I think yesterday we had a problem with the cattle fencing. In the back corner where I was at in this episode, when I was doing the fencing, a large tree had fallen onto the cattle fencing. And as a result, the fencing went down. So I had to fix it up yesterday. Fortunately, there were only 2 cows that were outside, just on the other side of the fence. So I had to chase them back in. And I had to fix it. So if you see there, the cattle fencing is now fixed, and that's a good sign. But see the smaller cows looking healthy. It's a good sign. So very happy to see their growth. Thursday night, we received about 5,000 tiapula from one of the organizations that does assistance, especially for agriculture, Farmer Plus. So they helped us out with 5,000 tiapula, and we've used up Friday and a bit of this morning to plant some of the 5,000 tiapula. So we'll check out that plot later on. And see how the taro is growing. We didn't finish it all, but we're leaving it for next week so that we can finish it. But yeah, most of the job here is done. Been very grateful that there's been no cows to the plantation this week. This side, but we've had a few cows come up from that side that have been ruining the plantation up there. Wasn't that many. Only about 4 or 5 cows, which is a lot better than the 17, almost 20 that were trampling that cattle farm. Healthy cows. I'm just trying to eye out some of the cattle that might be giving birth soon. So majority of these cattle here have given birth, except for this one. I call her long legs because she's got suspiciously long, clean legs. She's quite one of the younger cattle, but those 2 there, that lassie and that one, those 2 might be giving birth soon. So hopefully, when those 2 give birth, that means all of the what do you call, the cows that are breedable have given birth. Only this one left, the younger ones, and then those smaller ones, which will probably another year or 2. But the larger ones, it'll be just those 2 left. It's always good to keep track. Alright guys, so we're going to head up to the plot that we planted yesterday and this morning to check on if everything's okay. Already got the gallons of water onto the car, so we'll bring that back tomorrow once they're all filled up after tonai. Let's go! So a nice oldie just now. Don't want to wait. There you go. It's a nice woolly So I think we're gonna do a faalifu uli, or the small taros, once we get home. Just for tonight's dinner, you know. So another one. Oh, this is a big one. Oh well, might as well take it. Right. So if you guys see, over there is where the road comes. The new access road, the old access road comes there, and then the road goes down there towards the cattle farm. If you guys remember in the other episode where I said that I was trying to figure out if we're gonna, when we start planting this plot here, where would be the easiest route to drop off the tiapula, because if we drop the tiapula there, this is the plot where we're trying to plant, so it's quite a long way to carry them, which is why this was a preferable spot. We had cows here and they were actually lying down. The cows were lying down around that area, because when we actually came, all the taros there had been squashed, so we quickly assumed it was probably cows that were lying down there. So that is where we will be bringing the tiapula, which is much closer and much better to walk through than coming from the other side. See that? That's a damaged taro, but that's the first line of tiapula right there. So just connecting this plot to this plot, and we started planting down to that way. We'll head there now. All right, so if you guys can see, much of this has already been planted since yesterday and today. So from that side there we were at, all the way up to here, to that tree there, and then going back there. So we've still got a lot of taro to plant down that way and down that way, and then clear the trees. But we prefer to keep the trees here, just these medium to smaller size ones, so that we can just to provide a bit of shade for the boys while they clear up the rest of the plots, you know. And then once that, we'll do the ring barking on the larger trees, and that'll slowly kill off the tree, bring more sunlight in, and at the same time allow the taro. I'll show you guys something fun. So this bit here, if you can see, the taro is being planted around it. This stone seems like a pile of rocks. We actually weren't sure if this was a grave, because the way the rocks were arranged, it felt like, you know, it's probably a grave for someone. And this is quite common in the lands here in Samoa, especially the ones that haven't been so, because a lot of these lands in and around Samoa are lands that, you know, generations of Samoans used to work on, and every time they'd work on that land, they'd create an establishment and settle down there and actually live there. But then sometimes people die and they get buried on the land. We've got a lot of those back in my village back in Faalifu, but we actually thought we were assuming this is a grave, which is kind of scary, because there's another one right there, just like a pile of rocks. So that's why just a bit just being a little careful, because this is uncharted territory. It's been a long time since this area was planted, and we're just being a little careful. But fingers crossed it's not a grave, but if it is, I'm sure they'd be very proud, whoever's buried here, that there are people coming back to work the lands as something they saw back in the days. So yeah, just have a bit of a walk down this side. So the boys have been really hard at work, Pa'a and Siafua, clearing up most of this. Just a small tiny bit there. You can see the fencing of the other farm, the other cattle farm, right over there, just in the back there. If you can see the wires running across, that's the boundary. So just got to push this bunch of trees back there, clear most of it. See, all the way down there is already cleared as well. So yeah, progress is going good. In about a year's time, this will be a very large area to plant, and it would be a lot easier. So investing the time and the money now to clear the land, to make it easier for the future, or even the future generations when they come plant. So it's a lot easier that time. But yeah, everything's looking good. It's the previous plot there that we planted, I think about a month ago. See, the taro is growing very well. It's a bit elongated. The stems are a bit elongated, if you see there, the long stem. And that's only because it's still a bit shady. So it is starting, so the taro have to grow longer stems to try and catch as much sunlight. But once that's finished, once most of the, because we've already ring barked most of the trees, once that's finished, once the tree's dead, there'll be a lot more sunlight coming down, and then we can chop down the trees, because that's the same thing we did for that side. And you see how clear it is and very nice for plantations. That's the same thing we're trying to do here. Another thing we're trying to add here is a bit of an access road, so that when it comes time to harvest, we can actually drive around the entire plantation now. So we'd like to have a road that actually comes through here and then goes down towards the cattle farm, or maybe somewhere halfway, and then it cuts towards inside to the other road which goes down that way, making access a lot easier, but mostly trying to make everything more efficient, you know. But yeah, very great job by the boys. Right, it's probably time to head home, get started on that faalifu. So this is what's left of the first 1,000 we brought. I think there's about 500 left here, the entire thing here. So we covered it for next week when we start planting again. We also have another 2,000 back at home. Of that 5,000 we received, we set aside 1,000 for 2,000 actually. 1,000 each for two of the farmers that we've been working alongside with, that has helped us with our taro exports. So we gave one of them 1,000 and another 1,000 to another farmer. So we work real close now, and we kept the 3,000, which is because we've got a larger plot to plant. So that way we can also make some more teapulas in the future for them. And that's part of what we're trying to do, is working alongside farmers where we can help, as they have helped us as well with exporting taro. That's our give back to them, is to help them help supply them with planting material from the projects and stuff that we are involved in, and that'll help them boost their production as well. So it's always about helping each other out, especially, you know, in this day and age. Everyone wants to do it for themselves, but famous my famous boss once said that, we heard it from someone, if you go alone, you go fast, but if you go together, you go far. And that's what we're trying to do, just build a community of farmers who we can work alongside with. They help us and we help them, and that give and take helps us all. All right, I think I'm running out of words. Just heard a bit of a noise come back exactly where that pile of stones is, so if you guys can see anyone in the back there, I don't want to turn around. Yeah, we're okay. Yeah, I'm not feeling too confident now. Time to go. You see there's some of the leftover tiapulas from planting this morning. Just threw it under there. Don't worry about it. Come back to planting those next week, Monday. All right. I need to find my road back. Yeah, we'll go this side. But see, what makes me confident that back there is not a grave is that there's more pile of stones around the plantation. So maybe it's not a grave. It's just because there's a lot of stones here. Hopefully that's the case and it's not an actual grave. All right, head to the car. We'll catch you guys back at home. Alright guys, so finally here at home. I'll show you guys the ulis we got. So these two were the ones we just got from the plantation here, but most of these are ulis from the tiapula we got. So Pa'a and Tefu were able to take off most of the ulis, and the rest Pa'a took in for their family, so we thought might as well use them. Now we're gonna make a faalifu. Nothing like a good faalifu on gloomy days such as this. It's not apparent at the moment, but you guys can see there. I've just lowered the exposure a bit so you guys could see how gloomy the day. I think that's much better. So yeah, gonna get started on this and see how we go. Alright guys, so I've got a few more to go, but I need to get started on the fire because it's starting to rain. Also, I need to build up some smoke because there's a lot of mosquitoes at the moment. Especially we've got the government declared a pandemic, one of those, the local one, not the global one, for dengue fever here in Samoa. So just kind of weary with the mosquitoes. Don't want them too much, so I'm going to get started on the fire now. Alright, fire is on. Fast forward. Alright, just gonna scrape some more woolies, get to the coconut, and then wait for the water to boil. Alright, that was quick. Water's boiled, so I'm going to put in the taro. Alright guys, already got the coconut cream ready. Taro is ready, so I'm going to pour out the water, add in the coconut cream. We wait. Coconut cream's in. Now we wait for the coconut cream to boil just to the point where it's starting to stick on the taro. That should be quick. Oh, always coming when I'm recording episodes, but never around when I'm doing chores. Damn kids, man. I'm just going to give that a shake to ensure that the coconut cream is, mixes around, but also it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pot. Alright, just finished shaking it. Quickly check. Ooh, good lord. It's looking very good. Give it about another 5 to 10 minutes and we're done. Alright guys, we're finally done. I'm going to show you the results. Easy. The coconut cream and the nice woolies. Oh, that's hot. Kamarali, ja. Bingy maar eating. Ay for what eating. It's gonna be good tonight. So yeah guys, now that the faalifu's done, I'm gonna go buy maybe a couple eelingies. The swau one, maybe a suskamako if I'm feeling rich, because suskamako is a lot expensive at the moment. But that's our episode for today guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Something different as well to finish our Saturday episode, instead of the usual farming stuff. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's content. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share our channel guys. We'll definitely catch you on our next episode. But until then, God bless, take care, stay safe. See you soon.